Yes, how we doing? So, Facebook didn't mute us for that bad boy, did they? This is the most self-indulgent thing I've ever done, by the way. I do apologise. That's actually our new record that I've done with Abigail Bailey, who sang Can't Get Enough with Heard and Fit, so you probably maybe heard of. She's quite a big vocalist, okay? We worked on that track all the way through lockdown. And nobody's ever heard it. So I just thought I'd play it today because I was getting pretty pissed off with Facebook taking our morning music down. So they can't take that one. No doubt I'll still get a notification about it. But yeah, that's our record out next year. Hope you enjoyed it. So, where are we at this morning? So, comments. I want to do this first, okay? Because I want to put my hand up and say I did on many occasions. I'm not ashamed of it now, in any way, shape or form. But who told lies last year? This year, 2020. Who told lies to themselves? And who told lies to other people? Who lied to their partners? Who lied to their friends? Who lied to their friends and family? Who lied to theirself? Okay. Pretty big statement. And I don't know how many of the comments will be, but I told a lot of lies last year. Lies why I couldn't achieve things. Self-limiting beliefs. Bullshit excuses and lies for why I didn't take action when I should have done. Massive, mountainous lies for my own lack of action. Massive lies about how many drinks I had. Massive lies about the reasons why I did things, the justifications that I gave myself for my own behaviour. And I think it's the biggest thing of, these aren't the lies that you are thinking about, okay? Do you know the number one lie I told this year? And I told it loads of times. So when Nat turned around to me and said, "You all right, babe?" Yeah, I'm fine. I wasn't fine at all, okay? I didn't talk about it. And that's this is what I mean by lying, okay? Some people get so triggered when you say this to them because we see lies as these big things. We see it as cheating on your partner. We see it as stealing. We see it as crime. We see it as that top level of lies. But we don't think about all these tiny little lies we tell ourselves every day. It might even be one where you say, "Well, I don't want to do that. I'm quite happy with the way I look." But deep down, you're not, okay? It might be a career lie. You might be kind of saying, "Yeah, I'm happy with my job." Just listen to the tonality of that. "Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my job." No, you're not. You're lying, okay? You're settling. It's not too bad, my husband, I suppose. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want Nat to be talking to me like that, about me like that. But they're just random examples, okay? I eat pretty well. I get enough exercise in. I'm happy with the way I look. Just little things. They're not the big, overwhelming things that we think of, okay? So these is a big focus for us next year that we need to focus on stopping telling lies. So who's willing right now to drop a lie in the box, or at least stick their hands up and say, "I told a lot of lies last year. Maybe I blamed other people when it was my fault. Maybe I looked back on past reasonings as to why I got so drunk. Maybe I blamed work for getting in and drinking the bottle of wine. Maybe I blamed being too busy for having a chippy tea and 3 takeaways in one night." That's a lie. Takes just as long to go and buy a healthy Thai green chicken microwave meal as it does a chippy tea. Okay? Who's lied about how much they were drinking? Who's lied about how much they were eating? Who's lied to their coach? Who's claimed that, "Oh, I don't know why I can't lose weight. It's just never going to work for me. It just doesn't work for me." Doesn't work for me. I've tried everything. Who's ever said something along the lines of, I have tried everything? Because if you have ever said, I've tried everything, then you need to put your hand up and comment that you lied to yourself last year. Because you haven't. You haven't tried everything. People who say, I've tried everything to lose weight, haven't even tracked their food for 4 weeks and been in a fucking calorie deficit and done some steps. But because they did a shitty shake plan, and then they did fucking Weight Watchers, and then they did Slimming World, and then they got a half-assed PT who spent the whole session twiddling her hair, looking around to see how many lads were looking at her ass, or the lad just flicking through his social media whilst counting reps, like a fucking PE teacher. Not that it winds me up. You know, those are lies. Some of you are saying you're working out when you're not. Some of you are saying you're getting your steps in when you're not. Some of you are saying you had a bottle of wine when you had 2. Okay? Some of you are lying about how much time you're spending on social media. Some of you aren't analysing your screen time. Some of you are quantifying your reasons, okay? These aren't bad things. Morning, Lester. Dom. Good admission. Kate. Paul. Latia? Is it Latia or Latisha? Not Latia. Not quite sure how to pronounce it. Latia. Let me know that's right. Catherine. Latia's joined the squad. Hashtag squad pole dance. How did I end up? Bridie, I blame you. Monday, like 2 weeks ago, I had a normal group of clients. Now I've got like 8 pole dancers, and that's like, what the hell is going on with this group? So yeah, it's just an admission, and you need to realise these lies aren't bad, okay? It's just an auto reset mechanism, okay? It's a protection mechanism, because the truth hurts a little bit. I'm not looking after myself. I'm not exercising. I'm lazy. Tia, yeah, let's go for that. I'm lazy. I'm not doing what I should be doing, but then I'm claiming that I've tried everything and I'm giving 100%. When deep down, I know in my heart that I didn't even really give 50%. But the second, yeah, Laura, about 10 of them. Bridie, hit Laura up. Sparky, hit Laura up. Tia, hit Laura up. How many... Who's a pole dancer? Comment below. Lads, this is not a sales pitch for you to join the group. Anyway, we digress. Fridays are fun, by the way. I don't really plan Fridays. So that's a massive thing in order to move forward and just start to be honest. Do you know what? I'm not really exercising myself, and I need to make myself a little bit more accountable. Okay? I'm not tracking my food every day. I'm probably doing 4 days out of 7. If I was willing to do 6 days out of 7 and have 1 day off tracking food, because that works for me, would I progress better? Yeah, of course you would. Now, I'm not going to go on too much on food, nutrition, time, and all those things, because we have the ultimate fat loss, nutrition and training mindset. Super duper. Been working on it for the full week webinar tonight at 8 o'clock, okay? I'll post the link in here afterwards. It's free. It's going to be about 90 minutes. There's going to be loads of free content. I'm going to be giving away some books. I'm going to be giving away some free 15-minute power one-to-one coaching sessions with me, which you can't buy anywhere because I charge way over £100 for it, even though they're going to be free. There's going to be some discounts for new sign-ups. There's going to be some vegan recipe books. There's going to be some smoothie recipe books. There's going to be some home training guides. There's going to be some gym plans. Lots to give away, loads of content. But most of all, I'm going to be working on breaking down your false belief systems, okay? I'm going to break down every motherfucking false belief you've ever told yourself in your life, and then we're going to rebuild you up until you fully believe that you can, okay? Morning, Gary. Morning, Neil. Morning, Joanne. Morning, Thomas. So we're going to break the false beliefs down. We're going to build you back up, and then we're going to go for it, okay? Lots of giveaways, lots of content. Make sure you've downloaded Zoom. It's an app. It's a very simple. If you're going to say something like, I'm not sure how to do that, I'm a technophobe, grow up and Google it, okay? If you can use Facebook, you can use Zoom, and you're all watching this. If you can use Facebook, you can use MyFitnessPal. If you're using Facebook, you can use my app. Who said that this year? I'm not really sure I can do that. I'm a bit of a technophobe. You can use an iPhone. Do you know why you're great at using iPhone? Do you know why you're great at using Facebook? Do you know why you're shit at using MyFitnessPal? Do you know why you're shit at using Zoom and training apps? Because two of them you do every single day. That's flick your life away on social media and Facebook. But when it comes to using your phone or apps for something productive, it's too difficult, and you're a technophobe and you don't know how to do it. And the reason why is, these are the false beliefs that I'm going to break down. The reason why is because you do it for one day and then you're not a freaking expert. Bridie, like, check some of these guys' pictures out. Bridie, Carla and Tia. Like, their mobility, flexibility and core strength in pole is absolutely off the freaking Richter scale, okay? But do you think they were that flexible the first time they tried pole? Do you think I could DJ the first time I went on those decks? Do you think I could, I still can't play it now, but do you think I could play that piano the first time I had a little tinkle? Paul's going to be having a laugh saying, I'm still waiting for the first time you're going to play it. Okay? It takes time. Just give it time. That's a false belief that we're going to break down, okay? You don't just start training. You don't just start mind. This is what's happening, okay? You start training, you start mindset, you start a nutrition plan, you start a training plan, you go through that. It's like a naive excitement at the start when you start to believe that person or that plan is the thing for you. That they're going to change your life, that it's going to be better, it'll be how you all felt when you joined me. And then literally, when you can't do it all within 3 hours, oh, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I'm anxious, I can't do it. All right, that's it, fuck it, I'm giving up, I can't do it, can I have my money back? I've dealt with that about 10 times in the last week. Okay, and I have to break it down. So let's focus on win, W-I-N. What's important now? Okay, learn one app at a time. I will, Paul, I promise you that. By the way, anyone who wants some goosebumps all over their entire body, I actually shed a tear. Go and check Paul's page out and Google his Robert Miles, I don't know what to call it, Paul. I was going to say testimonial, but that's the wrong word. I can't think of it. When Robert Miles died, Paul played children on the piano. Tribute, that's the word I'm looking for. I've literally got goosebumps on my arm, even talking about it. I think it's on YouTube. Paul, let us know. Go and check it out. Sit back and just lose yourself for 6 minutes because it's absolutely incredible. But Paul's not going to be able to teach me to play like that in the next 6 weeks, 6 months, or maybe even 6 years. Honestly, Bridie, check it out. You'll literally goose pimple your whole body. Paul, stick the link in if you can, in the comments. Sorry to embarrass you, but it is one of the best things I've ever seen on the internet. Probably one of, if not the best things. So give it time. You know, you don't learn to piano straight away. You're not fluent in Spanish. You don't go to university and, know everything about your medicine degree in the first week. But when it comes to health, fitness, nutrition and mindset, this is a big thing I deal with, okay? And this is why we do the same day message support as well. Because when you guys don't get something within a week, you throw your toys out the pram and you say it's too difficult and you start blaming technology and you start blaming time and you start blaming your kids and you start blaming your family and you start blaming anything you fucking can, rather than just admitting that you haven't quite sat down and given it long enough and made a priority. And then you haven't also admitted that the thing that you really need to do is actually really awkward and uncomfortable, okay? You might remember in lockdown, honestly, Paul, so much love for you. In lockdown, me and all my clients did 2 miles a day for 28 days for the whole lockdown. About 4 people out of 400 completed it. Amy, if you're watching, unbelievable. About 3 or 4 other people did. I can't remember the names. Don't shoot me. I quit after 7 days, okay, because my hips started kicking off. And I've had to get back into running the last few days. And it's been so awkward and so uncomfortable. And I managed 2 miles yesterday and I literally felt like I was blowing out of my arse. And I'm playing rugby again, all being well, on the 9th of January. So I've got some serious training to do, because not only am I probably 15 years older than most of the other players, that I need to get myself in better shape than them again, so I don't get injured, so I'm stronger, so I'm harder, so I'm tougher. But last night, it was horrific, okay? But it's going to be horrific for a few weeks. And then I'm going to be sending you guys a Strava screenshot when I've done 3 miles around this estate in under 16, 17 minutes, okay? But the next 3 weeks, while I get back to that, is going to be horrific. It's going to hurt, okay? My calves are going to hurt, my head's going to hurt, my lungs are going to hurt. But you've got to go through that. You can't just do that first run, do that first meal, do that first mindset video, find it really hard, and then give up, okay? You've done it. The fact that you're trying is enough. That's all I care about, okay? And that's why we do the same day message support. So, yeah, Paul's posted that up. Everyone's just going to switch off now and watch that and get goosebumps. Don't. Kidding. So, right, tonight, 8 p.m, make sure you've downloaded Zoom. I will put the link in here. We're going to be giving away some serious value, okay? And like I say, those power coaching calls are going to be given away and you can't even buy them. I wouldn't even sell one for 200 quid, okay? Because I haven't really got time. But we are doing it. Now, the final thing I'm going to end on, okay, because we are ready, aren't we? I want people who are ready and committed to relentlessly make 2021 the best year of their lives. Over the next few weeks, in the private client group as well, we're going to be recapping 2020, going through some wins, what we've achieved, and we'll be mapping out how we're going to make 2020 the best day of this year. Now, one massive thing that I want to leave you guys on, okay? And this was Russell Brunson calls it an epiphany bridge story, okay? It's like that moment when you're like, oh my God, so true. Oh, and we're having a rave. Paul, oh my God, I'm going to cringe. Paul, right, we're doing a rave on, like, I don't DJ trance, and it's all the cheesy trance, so it's like Silence, Delirium, all the binary finnery stuff, 1998, all the Lange stuff, you know, all the proper cheesy, euphoric, hands in the hair, mainstream trance. I'm doing a set on Saturday. I've never ever DJ'd it before. So we're going to have a bit of a Freeman Fitness Christmas trance rave party live on the old ones and twos. So yeah, don't slate my trance skills. I'm not a trance DJ. But yeah, that's going to be fun on Saturday. But the other thing I wanted to say is, waffle, potato fucking waffle. So I turn up for these videos at 8 o'clock every day and feel really great having a bit of sun again. This is what I actually thought, you know, going back to the sunbed. And some people might slate me for that and say, not really very healthy going on sunbed, is it? It's not really very good for your skin with all that. Well, I'll tell you what, for me it's vitamin D. Makes me feel good. Everything in my life feels better when I've got a tan. I feel more confident. I feel happier, and I love having a bit of colour, okay? But, you know, this is what happens, right? We get people, oh, I don't got sunbeds, they're bad for your skin. Oh, but they're in McDonald's having 6 portions of nuggets, a treble, I don't even know what they're called, but a treble mac chicken sandwich, and then they go and drink 3 bottles of fucking wine on Saturday night, don't go to the gym, don't do any exercise, overeat every day, binge on trans fatty acids and fried food, which is literally clogging their arteries, building cholesterol and killing them, but don't go on fucking sunbed, Lee. But that's the attitude that some people, I sometimes commit, isn't it? And then the other 2 things that made me think of this is, well, I turn up for this every 8 a.m, because it's important to me and my business, and it's important to you guys. You guys are all in my gratitude list every single day that I'm your leader and I need to show up for you. So how's about I start showing up for myself the same way I show up for you? Because I haven't been giving my training 100%, nowhere near, but yet I managed to turn up for these at 8 o'clock every day. You guys managed to turn up for work every day. Some of you managed to turn up for Love Island every day when it's on. Okay, it comes down to values and it comes down into importance. And this was another, like, wow moment. Like I did a 48-hour fast this year, by the way. And within that 48-hour fast, I ran 18 miles. It was horrific. I did it because I wanted to build. I do things that are very, very hard 3 or 4 times a year because I know that going through tough situations is what builds my character the most. Okay? That's why I am so strong. I am so strong because my mum died. I am so strong because my dad fucked off and left me. Because I had no choice but to be strong. And these difficult, I am so strong because I broke my neck. Okay, I am so strong because I went through some down times in life. Okay, these difficult situations are what builds your character the most. Okay, and when you come through them and come out of the other end, you are stronger. So after fasting for 48 hours and running 18 miles within that 48 hours, Nat wanted to kill me, by the way, how do you think I now deal with managing my diet on a daily basis? Do you think it's tough? Or do you think it's a fucking piece of piss because I did that? It's a piece of piss, okay? And then Steve and I had this conversation as well. Steve's an absolute warrior as well. He's got, I can't remember the exact one, but he's got colitis. Affects him really badly, has to go for infusions and stuff. And it was something we talked about where he's like, yeah, I can't eat for like this amount of time because I've got to have this infusion or I've got to have this test. You know, like when you're having an operation or when you've got that done or when any of those things are coming up and someone says, do you know what, Gav? You're having your tits done next week, so you can't eat for 24 hours before. Jokes. What do you do? Do you find it tough? You don't, do you? Any form of operation. You know, you're going in for whatever. And somebody else tells you not to eat for 24 hours. And you just do it without batting an eyelid. It's a piece of fucking piss. Just like turning up for these lives is for me. Okay? Now I've practiced every single day for 3 years. Just like going to work is and coming home from work and doing all the things that you value. But when it comes to going to the gym, why is it so hard? When it comes to doing 10,000 steps a day, why is it so hard? When it comes to tracking your food every day, why is it so hard? When asking for help when you need it, why is it so hard? Okay, and it comes down to values. It's as simple as that. That's what we need to get on point, okay? Because trust me, if you can fast for 24 hours because a surgeon tells you to, well, you can damn well stick to 2,500 fucking calories a day, can't you? But because somebody else is not telling you to do it, because it's down to you, it drops down the list, okay? And you become weak. So what I want to leave is make yourself as accountable to yourself as you are to everybody else. I wouldn't not turn up for these lives ever because I know you guys need me to show up for you. Okay? I would have to be in hospital, okay, to not show up. So how's about I start treating my own life and my own training with the same responsibility and the same discipline that I treat my clients? Because if I do, I'll be in very good shape very, very quickly. Implement that, guys. It's massive, isn't it? Why can I do everything for everyone else on time, but when it comes to doing one single thing once a day, for me, I can't be arsed and I forget it. You're basically saying, you know, and you see a lot of memes about this all the time, you know, you can't really love anyone until you love yourself. Okay? Not in a kind of weird way, but you guys get what I mean. You know, until you're happy and until you love yourself, you shouldn't be looking to love someone else. So let's all make that commitment today. You know, let's make our own goals as important as the things that we do for everyone else. And for at least 1 hour a day, let's start putting ourselves to the top of the values list. Everyone else can fuck off for that 1 hour, and we'll make ourselves most important. Okay? We'll make ourselves number one. Because when you start to do that for a certain amount of time and you start fitting your own oxygen mask first, that is when your life will start to skyrocket. So start treating your own life, your own goals and your own values with the same level of importance as you do turning up for work, okay? Turning up for the dentist, turning up for... Would you just miss a dentist's appointment because you couldn't be asked? You wouldn't, would you? So is your training program and your fat loss goals and you looking better, feeling better, working on your mental health, progressing your life, becoming the person you truly want to be, isn't that just a little bit more important than a scale and polish? But yet you always turn up for one on time, but never the other. I'm going to leave you on that, guys. I love you all. I'll see you at 8 p.m. tonight. Really hope, I'm shitting it a bit, but I hope it's going to be cool. Hope you can all be there. Like I said, we're going to be dropping loads of freebies, loads of knowledge bombs. And then we're going to be having a party on Saturday night. I'll be dropping the link in later today. Big love, guys. Have an awesome day. You're in charge. The pen is in your hand. Today is your day. Write a fucking good story. Take care. Big love. Mwah.